Right, so my new chair has arrived. It's here with no cushion, obviously. So I've got to transfer out of my chair so I can swap my cushion over because I can't levitate. Right, I'm out of my chair. I'll change my cushion over. So I've got the Quickie Argon 2. These it fits. Brakes, what are they doing? Well, my new chair is here. To say I'm a bit disappointed is kind of a bit of an understatement. I've waited for this chair for so long, and I'm having to pay like £1,200 towards this chair, so it's not like it's a handout before people just think I'm being ungrateful. It feels wonky. It's like, and now I'm looking at it, I'm back in my other chair now. It's over there, I'll show you in a minute. But you probably can't see it just by looking at it through a camera, obviously, but I've just put Tom's spirit level on it across the frame of the chair at the front, and it is very slightly wonky, so it's not like completely level. And on top of that, it does need adjusting quite a lot because, like, I don't have like a massive camber, as in slant, backwards in my current chair. But when I sat in that chair, it was like I was kind of like, my legs were kind of slanting down towards the floor, so I was kind of like having to kind of like hold myself up, and it was like I was so high up in it that I couldn't get a decent kind of like push to kind of propel forward. I was worried that the hand push rims, because they're the flat kind of ellipse shaped ones, I was worried that they wouldn't be right, but they're fine. Well, they are for now. I haven't tried them outside obviously, but because I was worried they were too flat and I wouldn't be able to get a good grip. They seem okay, but I'm just kind of like going up and down in my living room on wooden floor. Excuse my washing machine in the background. It just feels kind of sluggish and heavy, even though the chair is lighter than this one. So I don't know what to think at the moment. I need to kind of call Invacare and get them to come out and adjust it at least, and look at the kind of levelness and see what they can do. So watch this space. So this is the new chair. Obviously it's very clean and tidy looking compared to mine. It's still got its plastic protective covering on. The other thing I was a bit kind of disappointed was, I'm pretty sure I chose like silver, as in like shiny, not obviously chrome, but shiny reflective sort of mirror shiny, rather than kind of metallic silver. Obviously the footplate, you had to pay extra to have a footplate on it, so I need to buy that yet, because that's going to be a problem. My feet are just going to kind of fall through that. The brakes, I've gone for these different sort of brakes this time, because I've had problems with brakes in the past where they kind of fall off and get all loose. The brakes on this chair are ones that we bought separately, which are much better than the ones it came with, because they just kind of fell off and fell apart. So yeah, not the best delivery of new chair, but I don't want to sound like a kind of ungrateful cow, because obviously it's a new chair and a lot of people don't have access to wheelchairs at all, so but yeah, it's kind of not what I was expecting. And when I sat in it, my back was at a really awkward angle, so I definitely need them to adjust it to make the back kind of, the sort of seat bit sort of drop down a bit, and I'm hoping that either Invacare or Tom can adjust the angle. So it's a bit later on now, I'm in my new chair. The guy who delivered it came back, because I rang Invacare and said what the problems were, and they spoke to the wheelchair delivery people. The guy came back, and it wasn't really his fault, because he did say like, oh, I should have got you to sort of try being in it. But he said he's used to delivering wheelchairs that are made to measure, so when they deliver them, it's just like a straight handover, and they, you know, this chair is ready for you to use and ready for your specifications. So anyway, he's adjusted the bucket, so my bum is now lower down in the seat, so I'm not so kind of, I felt like I was too high up earlier. The problems I'm still having with it, which I'm gonna have to kind of address at some point, is the front caster wheels, the little wheels, feel like if I roll backwards, so then they're facing the other way, and I go forwards, then have to swivel back round. It's like they want to fight me. So the front caster's like, I go to swivel them back round, and they go no, and I have to kind of like push through it. And so if I roll back and then push forward and let go, you can see it sort of shakes my knees from side to side, just like a little bit. So if I do that, can't really see it. Just talking myself on camera.
I just wondered.
It's gotten crazy. So I'm not sure why that is, or why it feels like they're not wanting to swivel. Like they can swivel, and it's not that they're stiff or anything. It's just that they seem to want to fight, like turning back round. So, but I don't know why that is, or why it's different to my other chair. The other problem I'm having is my brakes. I've gone for the scissor brakes, or whatever they're called. I think it's called scissor brakes, where you basically just flap it onto the wheel and push, and it's supposed to push into the wheel and click, and that's then on, and then you push it back out to take them off. The problem I'm having is that they're so hard to push in, and also the one I tried in the mobility centre, the tyres probably weren't very pumped up, so the brakes were easier to put on. So I kind of was expecting them to be easier than they are. So right now, like, I literally can't even, I can't push it in. It just hurts my hand. I can't even, no, I can't do that one. This side I can't even push, can't do my right arm the same for some reason. So yeah, they're just kind of a bit useless to me at the moment, and even my PA can't push them on and off easily because they're just so hard to push in and pull out. I don't know whether it's because the tyres are pumped up quite hard, but also I want the tyres pumped up hard so it's easier to manoeuvre. So yeah, those are the kind of things. It's here and it looks nice, but there's lots of things that I need to kind of sort out before it is sort of working for me. Obviously the angle has been sort of sorted a bit now. It still is a bit kind of, I feel a bit still too much like I'm not kind of sat into the chair enough. My back is aching, like from sort of sitting upright, but it's better than it was. So I will update you again if and when I get it adjusted or what happens with it. So anyway, lots of problems, very annoying. I will see you in the next one. Bye.